I know he has read it.
So, good evening all. I fucked up, and we're waiting on Ross joining. Speak of the devil, but just going to add him now.
Hey!
Bring me, Ross.
That's not games over.
I thought I'd added you to the group. Turns out I didn't. I think I've now saved James's number under your name on my phone. I need to correct that.
That one.
So let's start by saying good evening to everybody then. So I've no idea how to pull these comments up. I'm assuming I just click on them. So yeah, I do. Evening, Chili. James. Who else have we got? Steve.
Hens.
Ross. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Evening, Rob. Don't think I've missed anybody yet. So,
did you Steve Cooper as well? Did you?
No, I pulled him up, but I'll bring him up again just for you, Mike. There we go. Evening, Steve.
It's almost like a TMB podcast.
What are they? They've not happened for a while, have they?
I think there's plans ahead to do one soon. But I mean, I can't do them because I'm just fucking too busy.
Yeah. So Eddie came up with an idea. The idea was we would do the shelf game live, and we'd pick one game to play and one game that we would buy. So we're going to go the way we did when we picked for size video response, where we'll go clockwise. So essentially, Eddie will pick for Mark will pick for game, and so on and so forth.
1 second, my daughter's kicking off.
Yeah, no worries, Mark. That'll be for the game that we play, and then for the game that we buy, whoever picks the game you play, picks the game. You pick the game they'll buy, sort of thing. So yeah, so if I was to pick Eddie's game, I'll then go to Eddie's shelves and I'll pick from Eddie's shelves as to the game I'll buy. Make sense? If it doesn't,
don't forget the best bit though.
There are forfeits.
Oh no, not forfeits.
And those forfeits should come from those in the comments. So as long as it's not going to endanger the lives of ourselves or make us hurt ourselves, suggest as many comments in as you want.
Because Eddie will keep doing it.
The way it's going, yeah, Eddie will be doing it. Although, has Nath put his out? Because I don't. Nath, it's just Eddie.
There's no forfeit on that one, so it was okay.
If we don't get a good forfeit in the comments, we'll take Ross's forfeit from the last one, which was you would do the next pickups in a dress. I don't know how I'm going to get a dress to fit me. It's a bit difficult being 6 foot and
charity shops, isn't it?
Yeah,
well, yeah,
shops for that.
I'll spend you all lasses.
So yeah, so we'll do forfeits. I think what we're planning on is the games we'll play. We'll come back in a week or two and we'll discuss the games. And anybody who's not played them or not put a video response out for them, will take a forfeit. Sound fair?
Yep.
So I think we'll do the round of the games that we'll play, and then we'll go back round and do the games that we'll that we'll buy, and then from there we'll just chat bollocks to each other.
I'll be chatting bollocks after drinking this thing. 11.5%.
What we on, old Ross?
Yeah, it's an Amazon serial killer. So it's a cherry chocolate coconut granola imperial pastry stout.
Fucking hell.
Okay, there's too many ingredients for a beer.
It's a dessert. It's not a beer.
So well, let's start with you then, Eddie. As you're next to me, you can go first. So same rules as last time. You'll pick Mark's system. then you'll choose his shelf, and then select the game that he'll play.
So what game? Oh, do you know what? You're a big PlayStation guy. Go PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1. So you've got 4 shelves. The first one has got 44, the second one 42, the third one 43, the fourth one 38.
What's got really hard games on? Let's go for shelf number 2.
Yeah.
And I always pick the unlucky 13. Bad luck 13.
13.
That's prepared to write stuff down. I ain't written
I
nothing
haven't
down.
got mine written down at all.
I know that is.
I haven't even got the games organised, let alone written down.
It's not
Well,
a
you've got
bad
your Mega Drive like that, haven't you, Al? You've got your Mega Drive like that.
Yeah.
Formula 1 97.
Oh, it's a good game.
It's all right.
I think he's just picked that out just because he wants to play it.
Yeah.
Bit of Murray Walker.
Okay, so the plan will be, it's not like size thing where it's the only game you'll play for 24 hours. You just play it. We'll discuss a time where we'll come back on together and then just play it as many times as you want. And we'll discuss your experience of the game when we come back for the next one. And then we'll pick the next host of whoever does the live shelf game. I think.
Happy?
I'm doing what I do with the rest of my life and making this shit up as go along, by the way.
That's the way to do things.
As long as it gets us to play games, that's the main thing, isn't it, really?
And yes, I didn't actually watch this game, Gordon. I was out game hunting with Chile. I'd arranged it before I realised it was the Old Firm weekend. I saw all the highlights. It was amazing. I'm bringing James back on. So Retro Rams in the house as well.
Hello, Liam.
So Mark, we'll switch to you then. You're choosing for Jim.
Jim, or below us.
Yeah.
What? How many shelves have you got?
What system? I've pretty much got everything.
We'll go 3DS.
3DS. Oh, can we skip that? That's in a box under the stairs. I've got 2 on the table in the living room, but that's it.
PlayStation 3.
Okay. PS3. We have 2 shelves,
Second shelf.
and on the second shelf there are 106 games.
I'll make it easy for you. 72.
Okay, excuse me whilst I just crawl on the floor for a moment. Yes.
So I know what you've been playing.
By the way,
What have you been playing, Mike?
I'm not in the red light district. I'm in the orange light district. It's like that. It's a bit more PG-13.
Hand jobs only.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, what have you been playing recently, Mike? Whilst we're waiting for Jim.
So I've just getting the train back down today, so I've been playing Ori again. I have just had the Blind Forest turn up, so I'm going to be playing that one next, I think.
Good game. Really,
Just
really
keeping us going till Friday for the new Resident Evil. I don't know if I've told you, but I'm quite looking forward to that.
I've never heard of it. About you, Al, whilst we're waiting for Jim?
I played FIFA 98, Road to the World Cup. Live on Tony's stream.
Aha, I'm back.
Other than that, I've been playing a bit of golf with your friends on the PC, getting a bit of
Good game. Have you played
That's a
it?
great game.
I've never played it.
Really, really good.
It's sat on the shelf for a while. Nice to play it, but yeah, not done that one, so I'll give Sleeping Dogs a try.
Actually jealous of that, Paul. I really enjoyed that. Like enough. I did it twice for this all achievements.
But I felt I've been doing Formula 1 better.
I've got the definitive for Xbox One. I've not played it yet.
Oh, it's really good. I think, Streets of LA and Streets of New York, I think a lot of the guys that were doing that went over to do Sleeping Dogs, didn't they? I think that
It was supposed to be a sequel to them, wasn't it? But then something happened and they changed it.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned that to me when I did my video response to Eddie for the 5 games you want to finish.
Cool.
Really, really good.
Looking forward to that then. I'm glad I didn't get a FIFA or a Pro Evo. They were very close to Pro Evo.
So
if
now,
Al gets the FIFA, he's choosing another game, by the way.
I really want
I've got more than Martin.
So Jim, you're up for choosing Al's game to play.
Okay. Go with Master System, if you've got some. No Master System. PS2.
Yeah, loads of them behind me. There's
How many shelves?
4 shelves.
Oh, we'll go for shelf number 4.
Shelf number 4. Well, mine's a bit different. You've got a front and you've got a back row.
I'm going to make it really awkward. I'm going to go back row.
All right, there's about 50 games on there.
Get digging then.
27.
27. This could
Jim,
take a while.
see Al bend over, didn't you, Jim? Really?
I just want to see if he's wearing pants.
I'll put them on today just for you.
This is when you see all the moths and spiders crawl out, isn't it? Once he starts pulling his games.
Opens up, there goes that manual.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for him, then Ross, what have you been playing?
Strangely, I've been playing Ori and the Blind Forest. Yeah, I haven't got too far into it, but yeah, I actually haven't played a great deal recently. So I started that about a week ago and finally bothered to put some more time into it today. So quite enjoying it actually.
Are you playing
I started
Xbox?
playing it. The girlfriend thought it was a bit too much of a kick in the feels. The intro to it, but
Right, I don't know if this is a good pull or a bad pull because I've actually played this game and I didn't enjoy it. But I've got Star Wars Racers Revenge.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I didn't like the mechanics of it though. I kept crashing too much, so hopefully after a few goes on it, I'll be better at it.
And it's May 4th tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
May the
Perfect.
4th be with you.
So just to catch up back with who's in the comments, Poltergeist are here. Feed Me Chicken. Exploring the world of video games and Blu-rays. Sega Saturn Lad. Alfie. I've not seen Alfie in the comments before. I assume somebody here knows who he is.
Alfie's my nephew. He's the one who's been in my pickup videos of late.
The real star.
The real star. The reason I passed 100.
You should have had him with you in case someone picks the top shelf for you.
Got a ladder for that.
Always prepared.
Samson Wilders is in the comments as well. So, Al, over to you. You're choosing Ross's shelf system and game.
I'm going to go for something completely random.
okay.
Wii U.
Okay, I don't have many Wii U games, but let me work it out. I only have 23 games, so
23 games, eh? Let's go for unlucky number 13.
you're going to get a crotch shot because I'm right up here.
Do you want to go to
Hey!
Come on, son.
The red light's really over there, isn't it?
At least he's got trousers on.
He did well to keep his t-shirt down so it didn't show his belly.
Oh, what a game.
Pikmin 3.
In 3.
Nice.
Do you know what? I've heard that
Nathan,
place. Pikmin.
I've only played the first one. I haven't played the second one or the third one, so yeah, I'll be looking forward to this.
What is Pikmin? I've seen it. Is it just little people follow you about or something? You lead them to a
Plays like
station?
Pikmin.
Yeah, and you get them to do things for you. Kind of like throw them at stuff to kill things and pick stuff up. And
Basically, you're just a giant bastard.
yeah,
Was it like a
killing
god?
off minions.
Is it like a god game?
No,
No.
it's
Oh,
hard to explain. Pikmin's just Pikmin.
I'll watch a review when we're finished.
Yeah, I'll try to put some footage in. Makes more sense than I will.
So then, Ross, your choice for me, I guess.
What systems is it you got then?
I wouldn't go. I mean, you can go handhelds, but I wouldn't go my handhelds. So, 64, SNES, GameCube, Wii U. I don't have that many games for Wii U. Wii, PS3, PS1, 2, 4.
Actually, go 64.
Okay. I don't have full shelves. I own 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 games.
Oh, number 9.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh,
Oh,
I just put it up. Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie.
I'm a bit jealous of that.
yeah, he scored there.
I need to set my 64 back up, but yeah.
Everyone's doing quite well, so it's my turn to fuck everything up.
So let's see if I managed to pick an amazing game for Al to play. Let's see if I can do the same for you, Eddie. So what systems are we going at?
Well, you've got everything. Choose.
Okay.
Yeah, any system.
So as it couldn't happen for Al, Master System.
Shelf 1. I'll take the back shelf. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
11.
Oh, okay. I don't know. We have got a very, very shoddy case. I didn't realise it was as bad as that. And I didn't even realise I had it. We've got Air Rescue, which I think is a shmup.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, actually, you've chose me a pretty good game, I think.
there's a high chance of pulling a shmup out of your collection, though, isn't there?
Well, yeah, that is true. It's either going to be a platform or a shmup, really. But yeah, look at that box art. That's fucking awesome, isn't it?
It's decent box art for a Master System, to be fair.
Hey, Master System gets a lot of shit, but I really like the Master System box art. Really, I love. It's just so nostalgic.
I think the shitter they are, the better they are as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think Master of Darkness has got one of the best box arts of any. You know, on the Master System, I love that box art.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, the later releases,
Psycho Fox, that looks good. So
yeah, the later releases went all full page, didn't they? Really. So,
has anybody actually played that? I'd probably look at you, Mark, maybe more than no.
I bet
you
you Steve Retro Red has.
I might give it a go later because I can.
Look, there's you. Look, there's going to be me later on rescuing people with my little ladders. It's like going to Jim's house.
Is it a shmup or is it more like a? In fact, I think it's like.
Maybe it's like Choplifter, actually.
I've got a feeling it's on one of the cartridges for the Evercade. I might be wrong.
Don't know.
Anyway, Paul, I've got a full Master System set right here.
So do I.
Don't own any actual games for it. I've just got a full set.
I thought my camera crapped out then. It just came back. That was weird.
We just turned it off.
It just disappeared.
So we also have, when it stops moving and people stop commenting, get to know in the comments. Hopefully I get that right.
Hello, Mav.
But yeah, so we've gone through games that we're going to play and review. I guess we'll go back round and we'll go games that we're going to buy, and then we'll just chat bollocks.
Sounds good.
Get your wallets out.
Oh, here's the scary part.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Paul.
Because I'm
Are
on
we going to go around back around the other way then? Choose for the other person.
We go the other way.
yeah, so we could go the other way. So you
I'm going to choose for you, you bastard.
I thought, okay, so I thought I would pick your shelves, and then we'll go the way Ross will pick mine, and so on and so forth.
It's your stream, innit? So
Yeah. So system, I'll go from you because I want to get more of them now that I've actually realised that my PlayStation 3 will play them. I'll go PlayStation 1.
You want to go? Whose shelves are you going on?
Your shelves.
You want to go on my PlayStation 1 shelves, do you?
Brave man.
So how do we do this? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
11.
Okay, one. I think you're not going to be happy with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
11.
You might be all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Have you got this?
NBA.
Yeah.
What is it?
Tony
Tony
Hawk,
Hawk's.
Pro Skater 1.
I don't have one.
You
Yeah, I
know?
don't have one. So that's good.
You're quite good because you was very close to getting Tombi 1 or Tombi 2.
Yeah.
Unjamalami. What else is there in that shelf? Yeah,
That is
you
a
were
shame,
quite close
shelf
to
of pain.
some.
All I'm going to say is few then. But no, I don't own Tony Hawk's 1. I own the remaster, but I don't own it on PlayStation 1.
You need it. It should be in everyone's PlayStation collection, really. Well, you're going to get it, aren't you? So that's good. Good choice.
I'm just looking at the comments, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm going to kill my nephew.
Fair play to him, to be fair. I think we might leave that there for now.
Oh, cheers for that.
So-
he needs to realise he's only 15 minutes away. I can go and whoop him.
He's also about 1.5 feet taller than you, Jim.
It's true.
I can run a lot faster.
So, Ross, I guess you're picking off of mine.
Oh, that's-
I wouldn't pick Xbox 360 because chances are you'll own it.
yeah, I was going to say that might go on for a while to try to find one. Let's go.
PS4, PS2.
Let's go PS4 then, because
Okay. I've got one shelf, so.
Probably got one of these as well.
He might have the one horse game that Ross doesn't own.
I know I'm waiting for it. I need it.
That one horse game.
Did
40
you
horses.
see 2 on the Wii?
44 games.
44. Go 28.
So this stream is brought to you for all the people who love watching people count.
Yeah,
And spend money.
yeah, gamble their money away.
Street and the number 4.
28 is Far Cry 4.
I don't have it on the PlayStation, but I do have it on about 2 other things. But yeah, I'll get that.
When's that ever stopped you, Ross?
I know. I think
Go left to right if you want. If you don't want to buy it for PS4, you go left to right.
yeah, go on, go right then. We'll keep going right till we've got something I don't own on something else because
Next one's Fire Pro Wrestling.
I don't have that.
Oh,
Good game.
That's a good choice.
I'll get Fire Pro Wrestling then.
Make sure you do the tutorials.
I've seen
Good
people
play.
playing it, and it looks like it's quite complex for a. It's 2D.
It's really easy once you get the tutorials. It comes natural, but it's hard if you don't do them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, something I'm looking
just
for.
stream it, Ross, and just go straight in. No tutorials.
Just get dicked.
I know Pedro did that actually, and he was like getting frustrated all the way through. He had to delete the stream. You couldn't get past the grappling stage because it's like, is it something to do with like timing based to do the grapples?
Yeah, it's all timing. Yeah, it's really good though. Once you get the hang of it.
It's old arcade style, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think is it James streams it, doesn't he, on his on Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of his channel off the top of my head, which
It's
is really
it's a much more.
More.
Yeah, it's much more.
there's that many channels. It's hard to remember them all. So, Al, over to you on Rossi's. Then.
See, I could be really awkward now because I know how Ross's room layout is, and I could go PS2.
You can do if you want to.
Oof. Ross's PS2, I know what's in there.
Yeah, so do I. And I know where it is as well.
Oh, I've actually been moving stuff around today, so
Oh, have you? Oh, it's not there no more. Or is it still there? It's still directly in front of you.
it is. So yeah.
Go on, then let's have a laugh. Could do with some spending some good money.
Oh god. Okay, if I'm doing it in like shelves and like back and forward, so 5 shelves, a front and back.
We're going to get a front and back shot of you in a second, aren't we?
Let's go for 3
Yep,
back.
and let me how many are on there? Hold on.
This is where I'm going to have to get up in a minute to see if I've got the game or not. Because I ain't got a clue what PS2 games I got.
It's roughly 66 games.
Oh,
quite
that's going
specific,
down the middle there. 33.
Oh,
All the threes. 3, 3, 3.
ah.
Has anyone played Slamfest? I think it's called. You know the remake of WrestleFest from when we were kids.
Retrofest, isn't it?
RetroFest, sorry, yeah.
No.
No one I've seen.
Is it actually out on console? Because it got delayed, didn't it?
Oh, did it? I thought it was out digitally at the minute. Has it been delayed?
Oh, okay. I don't know if it came out or not. I know it because it was supposed to be beginning of March, wasn't it, when it first was supposed to come out? But then I know the consoles got delayed because you can actually get a physical for the Switch. It's like it's not physical. You can buy an official box for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they've got limited run games in the actual game, haven't they? On one of the rings. So I think it will come out limited run later. Hopefully,
Pick
anyway.
the cracker. You've got maxed out racing.
I definitely don't own that. I can tell you that now.
It's shit.
It's
perfect for
also a 50p game.
Yes.
That's the normal one. Hold on. Oh, so that cover again. This one looks different. Is it? Oh no, it's the same one. It is 50p. Is it in my local CEX? Oh, it's in the localist one I can get tomorrow.
Yeah, you're lucky because if you'd went a few either side, you've ended up with some pretty big hitters.
Oh, I was hoping for that.
I was the only one who wants to spend like 400 quid tonight.
Out of anybody on this stream who doesn't actually need to spend money, it's Al.
He can buy all our games for us.
The cheapest game ever pulled out on the shelf game, and I've got it.
So yeah, Jim, your turn to choose from Al.
I'm dreading this, but I'm going to stick with PS1 because I've not bought any for what
Come
feels
on,
like
stop
forever.
it, kid.
Oh, no. I can't get that.
Well,
There's one on
you've
eBay.
got-
Have you got any of the Mega Mans yet?
I haven't organised these. I haven't organised these properly. So we've got 3 organised ones and 1 a complete mess.
Oh, we've got to go with a complete mess. I like the idea of a complete mess.
Right, so this one technically goes across way. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2.
Front or back?
Front.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on it.
Go with number 6.
Now, do you want to go from up or down?
Up.
Oh, damn.
Not Soccer Kid. Not Soccer Kid.
No, it's Wrecking Crew.
I've got Wrecking Crew. In fact, it's in arm's reach.
All right. The next one down then is. Oh, right. Do you want to go down on that one, or do you want to go up on the next one?
Oh, we'll keep going down.
So the next one is Wu Tang.
Do not have Wu-Tang Taste of Pain.
There you go, Wu Tang.
I can live with that.
Well, I've just ordered Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I was looking at Tony Hawk's on eBay. So that was Wu-Tang Taste of Pain, Jim. Yeah,
Yes.
good game. I like it. I remember it fondly on my chip PlayStation.
And then have a look for the
priciest
silly
game
controller
put out
that
so
comes
far?
for it as well. You know, the one in the shape of the Wu-Tang logo.
Nice.
Yeah, that controller's awesome, isn't it?
We'll see if I can find a bundle on eBay or somewhere.
I think the controller's like about 50 quid nowadays, just loose.
Wow. Okay, maybe not. We'll
I
see.
thought it went higher than that.
Has it gone higher than that now?
Yeah, I thought it was higher than that.
Oh, yeah. It went crazy, didn't it?
Wow.
So I think either you, Ross, or Jim has got the priciest one so far.
Well, mine just cost me 20 quid with postage. So
Well, someone just picked up Wu-Tang Taste of Pain for like 50p at a charity shop, didn't they? Who was that?
Was it Bill?
Maybe Kevin Wolford, because he's
50p is too much.
Cheap recently. So just checking the comments. Goodwin's Place is in.
Hello, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
We've got Yorkshireman 66, Mark,
Mark.
Well,
and Retro Bear has just arrived.
Russ.
I think he is the last one to arrive so far.
you missed Rob.
I did. I thought I said Rob earlier.
Essex Retro Gamer's just come in as well.
Has he? Where? There we go. Found him. Apologies. I'm learning to drive this thing on the fly. That's it. I make this shit up as I go along. So then, Mark, it's over to you to choose from Jim shelves, I guess.
Ooh.
Is that Mega Drive you've got there, is it?
I have a few shelves of Mega Drive and a drawer of loose carts.
Can I go for the shelf with the Mega Drive games on, please?
Okay, we have 3 shelves,
Second shelf, please.
and there are 78 games.
44, please.
44. Okay, excuse me whilst I play the counting game.
Doesn't need his ladders for this one, though.
oh god, I've almost finished this. Good thing on a school night.
Addy Sneaker Freaks in the house.
It's a good game.
And Generation Pixel.
Oh, John, sorry.
It's in my last pickups.
Okay, left or right?
Left, please.
Okay, we have the first Toe Jam and Earl.
It's in Friday's pickups.
It's very little
Notice
bit
on the screen
video.
here.
I should have known that, really, shouldn't I?
Okay, Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure.
Yeah, I've got it.
I had down the stairs. when I was
Good stuff, all these here. Theme Park,
Yeah, I've got it.
The Terminator.
Yeah, I've got it.
Are you sure you've not got a full set there, Mark?
No.
Is this definitely picking a game to buy and not let's just look at Jim's Mega Drive collection? Taz, Escape from Mars.
Next.
He's waiting till he finds what he likes.
Tasmania.
Next.
Talisman's Adventure.
Is that the one with the bear?
No.
Deemly looking.
Oh, no, I haven't got that one.
That's a good game.
What's it called, sorry?
Talmit's Adventure.
Helmet's Adventure.
It's called Marvel Land in America.
Helmet's Adventure.
I've bought that a few times. It's never turned up.
I've got it on an up and coming pickups. I got it for I think £7.
That's probably about the going rate of it.
That's why I paid it.
So, Red Sky is in the comments. Unless my maths is wrong, and maths isn't my strongest suit, I think everybody's got a game to play and a game to buy. Is that correct?
No.
No, I need to get one for Mark. And I'm going to choose Master System, I think.
Master System. Okay, so we've got 3 shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Geordie learning to count.
21. I've just had to take my slippers off. So there's 21 on on 2 shelves, and then there's 3 on 1 shelf.
Okay, right. We'll go bang in the middle. and then we'll go 22.
What?
There's 21.
Oh, okay. We'll go 20 then.
Bang in the middle, one after the last game. Okay.
20. Shelf number 2, number 20. So the second to the end.
Oh, you've probably got this one actually. Tennis Ace.
I don't have it now.
It's a nice cheap one for you. I think you can get it for about £3.
Fucking yes.
It is a cheap month.
So
Cool. Nice one.
everybody has a game to buy. Everybody has a game to play.
I should be able to eat for the rest of the month as well after that. Thank goodness.
So before we start chatting bollocks, does anybody have anything coming up that they want to shout out, that they want people to watch, or anything?
Pick up some more pickups.
Yeah.
I'm working on a video, but I don't think I'll ever get it done because I'm trying to beat a certain game and it's doing my fucking nutting. I can't say what game it is yet.
Fair enough. About yourself, Jim? You got anything coming up?
I've a load of pickups to edit and a video response to a question that I did with Alfie last Friday that I've just not had time to edit. At the moment, my front room looks like a bomb site. I've got a pile of games over here and a pile of games over here, and then cousins come around today and said, "Here's a load of empty boxes." So I've got a pile of games on the couch, and
You've got a pile of Mega Drive games in the middle of your sitting room now.
yeah, I'm in the bedroom now, but they're all back on the shelf, thankfully.
So
Well,
when
I'm back
can
on
we
there quick. I didn't even notice.
when can we look forward to the second part of your Souls born stuff, Mark? You got
So I've got it all wrote down. I've just got to record some gameplay for it and then like read it out. Do I say read it out? Is that how you want to say it?
I don't know. I'm trying the same thing with this Sex in the City bollocks that I'm trying to review for you, and it's alien to me. Not just doing the audio stuff. It's weird. But yeah, the first part was really good. I enjoyed it. You know, I don't.
What, you enjoyed the film?
No, you're.
The Bloodborne. Sorry.
Yeah. You
I
sent
mean,
me,
how is watching Sex and the City not the alien part?
I started watching it. I got about 20 minutes in and I turned it off. So I need to go back and watch it fully. It's 2.5 hours long. 2.5 hours of bullshit. About yourself, Eddie, you got anything coming up?
I've got shitloads of pickups I've got from Craig's Era Games lockup, but I wouldn't mind doing a VR to someone. Or anyone recommend a VR that I could do? Or I've actually got an idea for one myself.
There's been a few out recently.
Yeah, because I've not had a chance to watch much YouTube, you see. So if anyone can recommend me a good one, I wouldn't mind just doing another community video, you see.
How many games can you help clench between your buttocks?
I watched a good one the other day, actually. You know, manual saves in video games, are they a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay. Who was that?
So, Mark Yorkshireman 66 has done it. Danny's done it. Exploring the world of Blu-rays and video games. And I think UK Crowd's done it. But it would start off by a guy in America.
Was it?
Yeah,
that's quite a good one, actually.
I disagreed with them all. I got wrong.
Yeah, Generation Pixels Golden Year was good.
His golden shower was better.
I was going to say, is that a golden shower question?
That's it.
What year did you get your first golden shower?
How many years did it take to get the stench off?
One game, one album, one film, because I refuse to say movie, from a particular year that you like. That was a good one to do.
Cool. Well, I've got a couple of people say it in the chat, so yeah, I'll do the golden year one.
But yeah, Game Shack did one. Who, speaking of devil, he did one of what is retro, which was interesting. I was going to do a video response, but mine had been short, to be fair.
Everyone knows it's PS4 below, don't they?
Oh, yeah, I disagree with that, but yeah, okay.
Disagree with myself. It's all right.
But no, there's a few been released recently, Eddie. The Golden Year one's probably the one that I would say is easiest to get into. So let me get rid of NordVPN.
I've just seen Craig's comment, and I think that's quite funny.
So we got.
That's a good question, now, Dylan.
It is a good
Mark,
question.
Mark really loves limited run print companies, I believe.
I love them to bits. I think they've got the best idea for economics in the world.
I just look at it for people like, because I do want to pick up the limited run games. If you don't want to pick them up, don't pick them up. It's simple, isn't it? It's like anything.
Yeah, it's the same as buying any other game at this moment in time. Just buy it in the first month that's announced and you pay retail for it.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more and more common now that these games are actually getting sold in the aftermarket, pretty similar price to the original price. So it's actually not as bad as it used to be.
I mean, I don't think
now getting games put onto disc that would never have had chance. If it was Xbox, they don't give any opportunity for smaller companies to make games on a physical way because they've got too high a print run. And so it's good to have these smaller print runs that, or be able to put a pre-order out so they can do 3,000, 2,000, and everyone's happy then.
My question is, how long is it until Sony stop doing the limited print run with the PS5 stuff?
They've already started.
I've got one on order. Cthulhu Save Christmas, I think it's called.
That's the Badger.
Yeah.
I'm actually playing Cthulhu Saves the World at the moment. Fucking hard.
The only thing that annoys me, so Marcus, obviously he's just paid a lot of money, hasn't he, for Blasphemous, because you never thought we were going to get it, and then it's just been announced. I did the same with Destroy All Humans. I got that limited run, and then the next week I saw it was coming out just by a normal company on Amazon. So that's quite annoying. If it's going to be limited,
but then again, I'd still opt for the limited run version of it because I need the numbers now. I'm too deep in.
Are you going to go for a full set then, Ross?
Or only the Vita ones, but the PS4 stuff I might do afterwards. You never know.
Why not?
Go for it. You need it for your full PS4 set.
Yeah, I'll go for the full PS4 set. Got the room for that, so.
Just have to get rid of everything else out of it.
Before we carry on chatting bollocks, let's just go around the table just for anybody else that's new into the chat, just so that they know what games we've picked up. So we'll start with you, Eddie. What's your game to play and what's your game to buy?
What's that game, sorry?
What's your game to play and your game to buy?
Okay. So what am I playing? I don't know. I can't fucking remember. Oh yeah, it's here. It's Air Rescue for the Sega Master System. It looks a bit like a Shoplifter clone. And then I'm going to be buying Tennis Ace on the Sega Master System. So it's a very Sega fucking fueled one from me.
And Mike?
So my one to play is Formula 197. And I can't remember the name of. I'm trying to find it now on eBay. Tell me. Pardon?
I'll send it in the group. Telmet's Adventure.
Yeah, you shouldn't pay more than 10 quid for that one. It's quite cheapy, but quite good.
All right, because it just came up. I typed in what I thought, how to spell it, and it came up with Rocket Knight Adventures for £150. So I started shipping it.
Why is Rocket Knight Adventures 150 quid?
I don't know.
That can't be right. Was that Bill's prices?
If that 150 quid, what's Sparkster?
Yeah. Rocket Knight Avengers is about 30 quid tops.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that.
No.
It is there.
So, Jim, what did you get?
So to play, I ended up with Sleeping Dogs. Limited edition Square game. Not played it before. Quite interested to see what it's all about. Are there sequels to this?
No.
There's a trophy for killing someone with a fish, though.
That sounds like it might be fun.
You need to get that unlocked on camera as well. That is the other thing.
We can kill someone with a fish on camera. Okay. The cat's got a toy fish. Does that count? If I kill Alfie with it.
We can put them in the boot as well. I don't know why I shouted that.
Yeah, to buy, I have just purchased Wu-Tang Taste of Pain.
Does everyone buy it?
Yeah.
Fine.
I already grabbed mine, had a look at the version with the controller, £180 for the bundle version. That is madness.
That's steep for an uncomfortable controller, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
Last controller sold for £30 on its own, so hopefully one will come up and I'll grab a single one. But yeah, bundle 180.
For Wu-Tang Taste of Pain, to get the blood, you used to have to put a code in, didn't you? From the manual. Or have I completely made that up in my head?
That was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1, you had that.
I thought you had to do the same with Wu-Tang Taste of Pain.
Wasn't Wu-Tang Taste the Pain what came about when they cancelled Thrill Kill? Like they were making that, then they got told to stop it because it was a bit too BDSM, and then it became Wu-Tang Taste the Pain.
I got the disc in the Play It Forward box because I remember I had memories of it playing it when I was younger. So, but yeah, I'm sure that you had to put a code in. So, what did you get?
I got a PS2 game, Star Wars Racer Revenge.
It's not too hard for you now, so you're doing quite well.
Absolute garbage.
You're not buying the PS4 version then?
No. Does it play better? Can you control better?
No, it's exactly the same.
It's shocking, you know, because I've actually pulled out a game that I've played before. Does that shock you?
And what you get to buy?
I went for Ross's PS2 collection and pulled out an absolute belter. I've got to buy Maxed Out Racing. It costs a total of 50p in CX, so I'll go pick that up tomorrow.
I'm so annoyed that you got that. Out of everyone getting anything, you got a 50p game. You were so close to Michigan, man. So close.
I'll just go buy Michigan anyway. Just do it.
I know someone's selling it.
Do you know somebody selling Soccer Kid for Jim?
Nah, sorry. I didn't know someone, but he sold it to me.
Ross, what about yourself?
My game to play, Pikmin 3. So yeah, I actually haven't played Pikmin 3, so I'm looking forward to it. And my one to buy, which I've already bought, is Fire Pro Wrestling on the PS4, which looks like good arcade fun, to be honest with
you. I got Banjo-Kazooie on the 64 to play, and I need to buy Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 on the PS1, which brings me to this question from the Retro Bear, or a statement, I guess. Tony Hawk, what's the fucking point?
The point is, you've got to buy it.
Well, yeah, no, I like games. I don't mind them. So I had great fun on them when I was younger. I thought they were good games.
Put it this way, I lived playing Tony Hawk's 1 the peasant way. I played it on the N64, so I got no FMVs or nothing for doing it. All I got was blocky, blurry characters. So, and I still enjoyed it. So it's got to be a good game.
Is the music
the man or the game?
There is music, but it's more kind of like it's really compressed and like it's not the full songs, or it's the full songs that's missing a bit. I remember it being a bit more like samples that went over and over.
Oh man, that would drive you mad, wouldn't it? That was the main Tony Hawk. It was all about the music, really. But
yeah,
then
it was very. I don't know. It reminds me of when, like, you know, when you buy your first MP3 player, it's a 64 meg bad boy or something. And you'd cram everything on there at like 32-bit, and it was fucking sound like it was underwater. It was like that.
I always preferred SSX Tricky, that series over the Tony Hawk's, to be honest. I always like the snowboarding ones more.
I don't know. I really liked.
Feeling definitely there, just me, is it?
I prefer Tony Hawk's, but I did really like the SSX games.
I was more of a what's it called? What's it called? Fuck it, not snowboarders. What's it? Cool boarders. That was more of a
Oh, yeah.
kid. I was a bit more racy, that one.
I really liked 1080 snowboarding on the N64.
But Tony Hawk mustn't be a bad game because it's been remastered twice now. How many other games have had 2 remasters?
Well, technically, GTA 5.
No, but that's not a remaster. It's just a re-release.
Talking of remasters, I think Paul should be able to play Banjo-Kazooie, but the Xbox version.
I'll set my 64 up and play it.
Only because if you want to capture footage or something, it'd be easier or whatever. But
I'll probably record the footage on the 360 version, but I'll play on the 64 version, just purely because it's the game I've picked. But yeah, I'll record if I'm going to record and put a video out. I'll have to use the Xbox version just to preempt that. So we've got a few more people joining the chat. James from It's Much More when I find him. Here we go. Evening all.
Oh, James.
And then Steve joined as well.
I'm going to get another beer.
Yeah, I'm driving slower than Miss Daisy at this. This is the first time I've actually done this where I have to talk to people properly and deal with the chat. I don't know how you guys do it, to be fair. So, yeah, there's the rare replay thing that Rob was talking about. Yeah, that's probably how I'll play it, to be honest. And I can record on my Xbox One then as well.
And you can get achievements. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, but I definitely play through on the 64 just because I want to play more of my 64 stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, it'd be pointless me getting loose carts from Ross and things like that. So we've got a question for Mark from Retro Red Steve. Mark, was your missus okay when you got home today?
She's not really spoke to us, no. I can't see on TV why, or TV. I can't see here why, but I'll send you the picture.
Fair enough.
Steve,
actually, I've just thought we've not had a forfeit set yet.
Yeah, there's guys in the comments haven't set a forfeit. So we were talking earlier, and for us, for anybody who doesn't do a video out showing them playing the game, or anybody who doesn't buy the game, there'll be a forfeit, and it'll go the comments. And we've decided, well, I've decided that if we don't get a forfeit set in the comments, we'll use Ross's one from the side stream, where the person who fails has to do it in a dress. So the next pickup's a dress, which would be about a year's time for Al if he fails, because he's got about 1 million pickups already recorded.
They are as well. Middle of June, I felt into.
I'm hoping my dog isn't making so much noise on this because she's loud.
Actually, all right. Question for me: what game have I recently completed? I did something recently on 50 years on the Xbox One, just to.
That count?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Actually, completed. I can't think, to be fair.
Dylan posted a good question. It was about 5 minutes ago, though.
It's all right. I can find him.
7:51. He posted it.
There we go. Found 7:51.
I was trying to think of what the last game I completed was, and I just realised it was that stupid police chase game.
It's just my laptop. That's all it is. It's just us Specky 4 Eyes just picks up everything.
room tour
You
videos.
can see the corner I'm actually watching in the background if you look carefully.
Now, is he saying like the most fun? Is that to film or to watch?
I'm assuming to watch. I would assume to watch.
A room tour video is a lot better on your wallet than watching someone's pickup videos.
Not
I don't know.
necessarily. Sometimes you come back with like buying shelves and shit like that.
I
They're
prefer
not
watching a pickups video. I like seeing individual games. I know you see a few that usually gets people pull out like their best stuff, and I like seeing like the dregs of people's collections.
I don't know about you guys, but you know when people do room tours, I like the ones that are like super boring and super in depth, where it's literally game by game, like by each spine of each game, just so I can see like into everything. I hate when people go, "Oh, this is my PlayStation 4 collection," and it's just like a sweeping shot, and then like a picture of themselves going, "I love PlayStation 4. Yeah, it's awesome."
Yeah, if I just spin 360, you know, you'd see my entire room. It's tiny.
Yeah.
We can't all be out like Al and have two rooms that we've got to do video game tours in.
Yeah.
So
I could steal another room. I just don't think I have any testicles left.
Yeah, I don't want to broach the topic myself either. Question for you, Al. Has your girlfriend in the box been opened yet? Is it still available?
It's still sealed, Rob. Make me an offer.
Hang on, that's the second one. What happened to your old one?
What old one? The same one.
You can only tell the one that's never been penetrated, can't he?
Still there. Anyone want it? Mint condition. Never been used.
Only smells slightly of seed.
To not gloss over Dylan's question, then, Eddie, which do you prefer, a room tour or a pickups?
I prefer pickups just because you get to hear what people talk like a bit more about the games and everything like that. Although I do love a good room tour because it gives you ideas on how to set your own room up. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't like doing room tours because it's just too big a challenge, really. It's I've been wanting to do one all this year and I just haven't been motivated. Like the game room's just constantly like getting stuff added, taken away, moved around. It's like, when do you actually do it? When is it actually that point where it's ready to film? It just never is.
Plus, you have to clear the floor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. The floor is a fucking mess in here.
Yeah, I feel the pain with that. I've got a few bits and pieces I want to do before I do a room tour, but when you go to IKEA and the queue is like 12 mile long, you don't bother staying. You know, that was a nice 80-mile round trip, but never mind.
I did pre-warn you about that the week before.
I know you did. Mark, what about yourself?
If I travelled 80 miles, I would have just stayed there to the end. I would have just had to do it.
I don't mind driving. It's fine. What about yourself, Mark?
It's really difficult because they are my two favorite videos to watch on YouTube. Yeah. I would probably go pickups as well, actually, because I do, when I watch someone's pickups, I do literally have a pen and paper next to us, and I'm always just writing down like that. Because Eddie might pick up a certain game I've never heard of, Al might, Jim might, Ross might, Paul might, and that's where you find out about these little games you might never know, you know. So, like, I've just picked up that Ghouls game, which Eddie had on. Jim's just picked it up, so I've seen it on both of yours, and I would have never known about it unless I'd watched your pickup videos.
Oh, I saw that for cheap the other day. I should have jumped on it.
Oh.
I think I paid £20 for it on Friday, which is.
Oh, I saw it for 15.
I've just paid £15 for that Talmud's adventure. I've just got it. It's on its way.
I'm trying not to buy games though. Why did I come on here?
I'm hoping Jim's got his pen and paper ready for when I show all these PS1 games.
I do. I would say on the room tours, I like the smaller rooms, you know, like the ones we've got. I'm not too keen on what I like watching American channels, but not, you know, when they've got a basement and it's just never ending. I'd rather watch little rooms like I've got.
Well, it's unrealistic for us because we can't translate that into our rooms, can we?
Yeah.
Whereas like all of ours are all fairly similar, and we can go because like Jim's got totally different shelving style than what me and Mark have, And it's like I love them kind of shelves, them continuous shelves. I love seeing them.
I like the way Robbie's shelves are as well, though, because he seems to just have things slotted around and
Yeah, it's the
Very
charity
good.
shop.
a bit like
Special this.
Mine's got to be. I've got to have everything lined up in alphabetical. You know, like with my OCD, I've got to have every system lined up together.
Everything in there is alphabetical. It goes from one system flowing into the next. But it's a bit of a bitch when I buy one thing from like the Xbox, and everything else has to move on.
You all hate my game because I don't have it in for the most part. I don't have it in alphabetical order.
Well, once a month, I have 3 hours once a month where I get the ladders out like Jim, and I dust all the top of the shelves and all the figures and the games and everything. I love it.
Just
Are you a
get
short
stuff
ass like us, then, Mark?
Pardon?
Are you a short ass like us as well? Or?
I'm about 5'10".
Giant.
We're not short asses, Eddie. We're vertically challenged.
Just get loads of stuff on top of it, like me and Eddie have got.
So before I go to Rob's point, and then come back to you, Al, to answer Dylan's question. Your forfeit, Al, should be you've got to go back to all your videos and reply to every comment, apparently.
It'll take me years. I have been replying to a few and leaving people comments lately.
So
I got one the other day.
It's because Mark called me out. He goes, you're not going to read this, and then straight away I replied to it.
in all fairness, I've been pretty bad recently. It's been a couple of days in between me replying to comments, just because I've not been at my PC and I can't work out how to do it. Well, I can, but I'm just too lazy to do it with my phone. So go on, Al, what about yourself? Room tour or pickups video? Not which you prefer filming, which you prefer watching.
See, I really love the room tour videos, even the American ones. I love just looking at
No, I like
ideas.
them, but I just prefer the British, like the smaller rooms. I do like the American ones.
Those big American ones, it looks like going down the local library.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, you search room tours on YouTube, you'll struggle to find like English room tours. There's not many out there. They all seem to be American.
Gebs comes up all the time when I'm searching on your computer.
That's on constant link behind me over here.
If you look at Scott's room, Glory Hunters, it looks like it's a big room.
It is a big room. I've been there.
Yeah, I was going to say it does look like it's quite a big room that he's in. So
mine would be a big room if I didn't have all his bed and stuff in it. Just get rid of all that and sleep on the floor.
Mine would be a bit bigger if I didn't have my desk in the way, but I have to work from home, unfortunately.
Just need to say, looking at the comments with Rob's comment here, is that him wanting to get a game off my shelf here or what?
Yeah, he's posted it twice now. Come on.
Oh, he can have something off my shelf if he wants.
Full shelf.
I'll count that while you're talking.
20 game, whatever it was.
Which Rob? There's a couple of them in
Gurney.
Oh, Gurney, right. Oh, okay. I apologize. I was waiting to go back to a previous comment of Rob, so I had I was stopping it going down the list, which I didn't realise you could do either.
It's going to be one he's already got, so Crackdown 2.
Oh, everyone's got that.
If somebody wants to send Rob the link, I'll drop out and he can jump on and play if you want.
Tony's live.
Yeah.
He's only on for a short time, though.
What? 6 hours?
Try to find Rob's other comment now. So his other comment was the game that we play should be to complete it, then video proof. It's going to be a fucking nightmare with Banjo Kazooie.
You're going to get all the jiggies in the note.
360 one, it won't.
Well, but yeah, if we don't complete it, then that would be the forfeit. Makes sense, I guess.
Can you complete a racing game?
I don't know. I don't know what style of game that is. Al.
It's a bit like Wipeout.
And
Star Wars.
Is it not pod? Is it not N64 Pod Racer, but just like tied up? I'm sure it is.
Pretty much, yeah. Has it got like a championship on it? You can say you complete that and you've won it. So,
Yeah, there's a championship on there.
yeah, that'll do.
You need to go through all the championships.
Got to go through all the championships. How many's on there?
You can't just do one.
Just going to keep pulling up games for Rob while he's putting things in the comments.
I just bought that recently.
He said, give me the 5 left of it, not number 5. He wants to see all 5 of them.
5 left of it. He's having the 5th one left of it.
He says, give me the 5 left of it.
I think we all agree with this comment from Steve. I think Mark and Tony should do a stream together. It would be fun because they've both got similar ideas and similar opinions.
The world might end though. That's the only thing. It might start an apocalypse.
They need to start their own podcast. It'd be the next big thing.
Rob's got that one.
Putting them up.
Paul,
Yo,
I'm going to jump out, mate. If someone else wants to jump in, I've not been home for 2 weeks and wore lasses in the sitting room.
yeah, no,
I'm not been home 2 weeks. I feel a bit bad.
You can feel the steam rising up and up.
Wait, I show you what she walked in the other day. She walked in just as a little treat. Can you see that?
Captain America.
Stanley.
So,
So she's been good to us, I suppose. So I best go in.
Let's
Thanks,
save
Dad.
See you later.
See you all later.
have fun.
So yeah, I don't know if one of you want to reach out to Rob if he's free. He can jump on. Just send him the link, and he can choose a shelf game from Ross. It's entirely up to him.
I can ask him. He might be watching from work, though. You never know.
Yeah, no, you never know.
I'm just waiting for some like tasty forfeits to come through.
Yeah, no one's put any really.
I'm surprised. I thought everyone would like to see us suffer in pain somewhere.
I feel like there's a play a certain game with the bongos challenge in there. Something that would be rather difficult.
I think we're just going to end up wearing a dress if we don't succeed.
Or complete a game with a dance mat.
Can't, Ross.
He said he can't, Ross.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be able to.
That topless stream.
That just gets you loads of views.
Yes, topless stream. I think that's funny. I think that'll be all right.
People don't need to see it.
Mark did it anyway.
I think that should be for everyone, not just me.
I could be doing with that. Yeah, you're right.
Well, Al actually did that not long ago. Al actually didn't know Alcohol Month, didn't you, Al?
Yep. Then I streamed getting drunk straight afterwards, as soon as it hit midnight.
Unsealing the game ain't that bad.
Steve's is quite
Depends on
fun.
when you get. What about if you pulled out?
Well, that's Arcade Club. That's where everyone's going.
Dylan's doing all right now. That's all good.
Yeah, never escaping.
I let Dylan out once every so often to do a little different comment.
It's a very good point, mate. I don't know. Do you want to buy any of them?
Do you know what Al's junk purchases are probably his best ones? That's the problem.
I still got it up for sale if anyone wants it.
Why? What's wrong with it, Al?
Oh, that's a good one.
Give me a minute.
That is a good one.
That is a good one, actually. That is quite.
Ooh.
Let's
Can you
open the
imagine?
camera. There's not many games that. Right, okay. Yeah, it's less of an issue for me, but for some of you guys have got some proper big hitting stuff that, like Soccer Kid.
Yeah, Al could sell me Soccer Kid.
Yeah,
For what he paid.
If we just sell it, just buy it back a month later.
I would never sell it.
So what's crack with it, Al? What sort of game is it and stuff? I own a Switch. I've got.
I think it's a shooter.
All right, okay.
It's a twin stick
Shooter.
with a top shooter where you run around and shoot people.
Dylan said about it the other day, and I thought, oh, I'll buy that, and then I realised I already owned it.
You know.
Who bought take that off, Al?
Well, I can't say.
Was it Robbie Williams? Was he watching?
Someone private messaged me because they were too scared to write in the chat. Was there a lot of like slagging off of it in the chat then? I didn't really read the chat.
I think it's Eddie. He's looking sus. So
He does want the PS3.
I honestly, I missed the swap shop last night.
You want to see the absolute belters I've got coming from Swap Shop? I can't wait. I reckon
you've
Jim's
got some
already
crap
got.
coming out.
I've got some tasty PS1 titles coming.
Why has no one shared this swap shop with me?
Well, it's on every other weekend.
Yeah.
On Retro Chef's channel.
Yeah, we should get Retro Chef to invite you on.
Definitely.
I'd happily go on there again. Problem is that most of the stuff I've got is stuff to sell rather than swap, and I feel bad doing that.
Yeah.
No, he can sell. He's selling stuff on there as well.
Yeah, I know, but I feel kind of bad if I just go and go, yeah, I want cash for all this.
I mean, to be fair, I went on.
Some people do.
I went on with very little to swap. I went on with just cold hard cash. To be fair.
Yeah.
I've got big hitters to take on for selling.
To be fair, this is the first time I'm actually doing a swap rather than buying something. I normally just buy all the expensive stuff on there.
So next swap shop's May 16th. Maybe we should put Chef in touch with you, Jim.
He's already got a full lineup for that one.
Is he? We should put you in touch anyway. So whilst we're still on, myself and Chili are doing a live pickups on Friday. I'm going to work out between myself and Chili who we hand it over to. Probably going to speak to Cooper as well, just to see what made it die the last time, so that we don't have it die again, and pass it to the right person.
It just got passed on to people who decided not to do it. That was all.
Yeah, who passed it? Who was it? Let's name them. I know one of them.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to name and shame, but I like your T-shirt, Ross. By the way, that's cool.
Cheers.
Here you go. Here's a game for the Essex gamer. You need that.
Clock tower.
Well, there's someone selling that on the PS1 at the moment on Facebook for 300 quid. I'm so tempted.
I wish I got the one there was one at the car boot, and he wanted 80 quid for it, but he didn't have the front cover. But I'm kind of wishing I haggled him a bit more and got it cheaper.
I was watching one on eBay for like years for about 100 quid and never went. And all of a sudden it just shot up in price and it just became impossible to get again. Ridiculous.
I mean, I posted it earlier in the group. I was looking. I've been watching Silent Hill for a while on PS1, and every time I watch it, I was watching it and it was like 30 quid. And I thought, well, I don't want to pay that much for an old game. This is about 4 or 5 years ago. And then it's creeped up again, and it's creeped up again. I think it's about 50 quid it's going for at the minute. And I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and buy it before.
I bought a second copy of that from a charity shop for £1. And when I went to sell it, they were selling for about 18 quid. I was like, oh, quid's in. Yeah, should have kept that.
Yeah. I've been holding out thinking I'm going to get lucky, a bit like Kevin Wolford did with the Puppeteer and stuff, but I don't think that's ever really going to happen now. I'm starting to think charity shops are getting a bit more wildly with their...
Yeah, they know what things are most of the time now. You need to find the ones that got one little old lady that does everything. But then again, they bin most of the games, so they know what they are.
Yeah. Well, what you need to do, Paul, is before you go to a car boot sale, just talk about the games that you really want profusely, or just say, "Oh, look at the value of this game." And then they're there the next day. It's easy.
I don't know why Rob's saying, sorry, not sorry, he needs West Ham to lose. Come on, Burnley. I really don't give a fuck about English Premier Football, but the fair play. I hope West Ham beat Burnley. Oh, no, that's the other way around. And he wants Burnley to win. I don't know. I really don't care. Assume that's for Spurs to seal top 4.
Yeah.
Going back to the puppeteer, like literally, that's a game. I picked it up like years ago, thinking this might be pricey because you rarely see it because I never saw it anywhere. It was like £6. I was like, I'll buy that. Then got home, looked. It was going for £4 on the internet. I was like, oh fuck's sake, it cost me an extra £2. Chucked it in. I played it. It's actually a really good game. But then chucked it on the shelf. Glad I never shifted it on now.
Well, I am a bit similar situation. I can remember when I got my puppeteer, I got it for, I think it was £10 for 6 games. I got from the lady at the car boot. I had the puppeteer, I had Spyro, and I had Alice Madness Returns, and I think something else that was another at the time £15 trading game. But because all them other ones were on the 360 and I already had them, I traded them all in. Now I don't think I'll ever get them back again. Now I've got rid of the 360 ones. I don't think I'll get them back.
So I was on the PlayStation 3 is still pretty pricey as well. But I think that's like £18 to buy. I think you get £12 trading for it.
Well, I think I got about 12. I think I got about 12, £15 about last year or two when I got it from the car boot, because the PlayStation 3 goes for more than 360. But because I had the 360 one, I was like, why do I need both? At the time, I was just only getting like exclusives for the PlayStation 3 and then like just collecting 360. But obviously, I've done a swap around.
Even the 360 stuff's starting to go up now. It's like
about even.
You sold at the lowest point, I think, Eddie.
I know, yeah. Stupid, isn't it?
I think the 360 Alice and the PlayStation 3 Alice are about even now.
It could be.
If you're buying from CEX, that is.
Well, it was funny, actually, because I remember as well, Under Defeat, when Al bought it for 360, it was like, the 360 one was like £5, I think, and the PlayStation 3 one was like £15. All of a sudden, the 360 one's actually more valuable than the PlayStation 3. It's weird how like prices like change like rapidly.
Yeah, I got it sealed cheaper than the price that the 360 opened one was. The PS3 open one was, and then I opened it.
So I'm basing it on the CEX scale, but Skate 3 I think is about £12 in CX on the Xbox 360, and it's £8 on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, it's gone down. It's £10 now on 360.
Is it?
Because I picked it up from the car boot the other day. That used to give you £10 trade credit all day long, like even beginning of this year, I think.
I thought the 360 one originally was higher because they kept the DLC online for the 360 one. They were supposed to take it down at the same time as the PS3 one, but they didn't. They kept it on for a certain amount of time, but I think they've taken it off now, so that might be why it's dropping again.
Oh, is that why?
That might be what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rob's saying the Splatterhouse and the 360 shot up as well.
Great game, that one. That's another one. I think I've actually kept the 360 one just in case I couldn't get the free PlayStation 3. Just because it's one of them games I really want to keep. Want to actually make sure I've got. The other ones I've actually kept as well are like, the Persona Fighters.
That was a good shout keeping them.
Hey?
That was a good shout keeping them. Even the 360 ones are starting to go up, but nowhere near PS3 levels.
And as well, another one is Tornado Outbreak as well, because it's another one of my favorites.
It's really hard to get hold of as well. I found to get it at a reasonable price, it's hard to get hold of.
It's quite fun. It gets really hard really quick though.
Yeah, I got mine on
It's hard
eBay
because it's like a bit choppy. It's like the frame rate's a bit shit, but if you can get past that, the game is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's just Katamari, isn't it?
I like the Katamari games, so that's why I like Donut Country. I thought Donut Country was cool.
You ever play the Vita Katamari? That's quite fun because you can pinch and reshape your like Katamari by just stretching it all. making it
For
taller.
some reason, that mechanic, I just can't get it to work properly. I don't know.
I don't have any problems with that.
I think it's just me just being shit. That's all it is. Touch my Katamari.
Got no fingerprints. That's what it is. Just sliding over and it's not registering.
It's all them
no,
my games I've been playing. That's what it is. The hentai games. Rubbed off my fingerprints.
So, is everybody booked for the arcade club?
I've got my
I'm
ticket.
not actually booked. I'm not booked yet.
I don't think I could get it off work at this soon.
Soon, it's a month.
I've got to give quite a decent amount of time, but
25 minutes.
I'd have to find a way of getting there, like get to Owl and sponge a lift.
I will pick you up. He's gone
You know
further
how bad
than
it is to get
to
down
pick
here.
up passengers.
I haven't got 9 hours spare to go to a round trip. It's a long old way.
If it wasn't such a distance all the way down the country for me, Ross, I'd come and pick you up, but I wouldn't drop you off.
But the thing is, it's not even the distance. It's just the fact there ain't like no motorways or anything.
Yeah, you just spend the entire time in traffic. It's ridiculous.
Just start walking now, Ross. Just go for it.
Not in this wind. It's fucking horrible out there.
It's actually settled down here. It was battering my house earlier.
It was bad earlier when I was out.
Settled down a bit now.
I've only just realised I thought I'd drink this because I thought I need something like school night. I've had the 11.5. This is fucking 8%.
It's like water for you, that, Ross.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. Pineapple double IPA. It's pretty pineapple-y.
Do you ever
How
drink
big
beer?
a half lip? There's me with me coffee.
I don't know. After that big beer order, I'll just drink them every day till they're gone.
Boys, run out though.
I'm drinking Budweiser, so.
I don't know. It's just relaxing. Having a beer in it in the evening. It's not alcoholic, honest. I need to justify it.
So is anyone collecting 60s and 70s consoles at all?
60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Didn't realise that video games consoles were that old.
Yeah, if you want some, go and see Rob. He's selling loads. Old fob.
Yeah, I mean, your 60s, probably more like your Binatones and stuff like that. Or what's it called? Yeah. The brown box. The brown box.
None of those things have ever tickled my fancy. We've had a few at work and I've mucked around with things. But yeah. A lot of the Binatone things. They're just a bit shit, aren't they?
I mean, we complain about people like ripping off GTA clones and stuff like that, or like Souls-like games. But like back then, it was all like Pong-likes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Pong, tennis, ping pong, volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
Anything that passes something backwards and forwards.
Yeah, not
a couple in the cabinet.
I don't think it interests me. I'm barely interested in any of the Atari stuff. So
the only one I wouldn't mind, and again, it would just be for a shelf piece, is that Nintendo one. Is it like the Nintendo 40 or something? No, Nintendo 16, isn't it? I think where it's like 16 games on one like little Pong clone.
I think I've seen it.
There's two different versions.
I'd like stupid junk like the Mario Cement Factory like thing they did, but then again, it's just a glorified Game and Watch, isn't it? That. But
I do like the Game and Watches as well. I've got an addiction to LCD games. Not as bad as some people.
We used to get quite a few Game and Watch at work, but we always shifted them on pretty quick. I think the only Game and Watch we got in the house is the Zelda one that Chrissy's got boxed.
We speak of the Retro Chef and he appears. Lee, we need to put you in touch with Jim and get Jim on your swap shop at some point.
He's selling a full PlayStation 1 set.
I will play Soccer Kid.
Yeah, apart from Soccer Kid.
Yeah.
I was going to put it on in the background just for a laugh.
You'll find it. If I ever find it in a charity shop, it's yours, Jim.
Cheers, Ross.
But I mean, Atari 2600, I think that could count as 70s. I do like my 2600. In fact, I've got a 2600 game coming up on a future pickup. So I'm not actively collecting for them, but I do pick them up if I see them cheap.
The 2600, I don't mind it, but I prefer to play it emulated. I don't know
Really?
what-
I mean, the thing is, you can't be playing a 2600 on a nice little 14, but really old-fashioned CRT where there's no SCART inputs. It's got to be really crackly, really fuzzy, and it's got to be like it just got to look shit. But it just makes the Atari. That's how it's designed for them.
20 minutes in, you feel a migraine coming on.
Exactly.
I think I'm going to take my my little CRT out and just put my server back in because I don't use it. So I'm just going to put it in the spare room and let it sit there.
You need a 21-inch CRT. That is the sweet spot, I think. Not too big, not too small. And it's like, I think with 14s, they're good because they're small, but realistically, to play on them long term or for long periods, it's like you're squinting and it's like it's not fun. Whereas the 21-inch is just that right size.
I think it's a 21 that I've got in the bedroom. CRT. I don't know. It was cheap. It's got a VHS player in the bottom of it and a DVD player. So it's one of those later ones. But it's all right.
I mean, CRTs. I mean, I'm not like really fussy with like quality. I mean, I like my B&Os and everything like that, but I'm also as happy on just like, you know, what you've got in the background there, just as long as it's a tube TV, because it just kind of like, it just gives that authentic retro feel that you can't play old consoles on anything other than a CRT for me.
Yeah, I mean, they don't look right. Even PS1 running through PlayStation 3 doesn't look great on the big TV. It would look better on.
I don't mind it when you start chucking it through junk like this I got set up here, but it's a proper Frankenstein setup in it just to play a couple of old games on like in.
But you might, at that point, you might as well play your PlayStation 1 Classic because it's just the same. It's like, do you know what I mean? What's the point?
I don't know. Then again, I don't know if it's blasphemy or not, but I've come to the conclusion I prefer the American Super Nintendo controller.
Because of the top buttons?
Yeah. It feels so much better.
I think the colours look better. Don't know about the buttons, but the colours look better.
Makes me want to eat some fucking Parma Violets.
I was thinking the same. It makes me want to sniff it. Give it a lick. I do like the console, the SNES American console. I think it's just because it's what we didn't have, and it's that like exotic look.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Because the Americans all love our like the rounded edges of the SNES, and they're like, oh, it's so much cooler, and it is. It really, I think it is the better looking one, but because we never had like them square, like horrible edges, like we want it, need it.
Yeah,
I do like the American one. I don't know. It feels sturdier when I use it, I think, but something about it.
I don't like the cartridges though, although they are better for stacking.
That's a very interesting opinion there.
It's not like Steve have an interesting opinion ever.
So I've always wanted one of the NES top loaders. So I just think they look cool. But
you've got the SNES Junior, haven't you? I don't know how
I
find that in a charity shop. That's mental.
Yeah, the Famicom was the same as ours, wasn't it? It's rounded shape. It's not like the American SNES.
I don't know how I ended up with two American SNESs in like a week. Just randomly. One was on Facebook as well. I was just like, I'll take that. Fuck knows. Genesis as well. I should have took it.
I want to get the what's it called? The Panasonic Duo, the Famicom Duo, where you got the disc system and like.
Oh yeah.
By Nintendo. Is it Panasonic or is it someone else? Can't remember.
I don't know. Let's have a look.
But yeah, it's like bright red. Looks beautiful. Got some nice chunky buttons on it. Love it.
Whilst I think, is it okay if we give Feed Me Chicken a bit of love and point a few people to his stream on the 8th?
He's coming this weekend.
raising
Right,
some
that's
funds
quick,
for
isn't
the Bearded Fishermen, I want to say,
Yeah,
to the mental health charity.
I was thinking they need to play the game Burly Men at Sea. If you've played that, it's a bit bizarre.
Or what about genital jousting?
That's the quickest way to get your stream shut down.
But no, it's a really good cause, and it'd be good to get some people over there watching them. They're playing games for 24 hours.
Definitely.
So I'll put a link to Chickens to the stream in my description for this. It's not there now, but I'll put it in when we've finished, so that anybody who wants to watch this back can see it. Anybody else who's in the chat will probably see it in the groups and stuff. I've put it out on my latest Evercade video that I did. I've got another one to film to edit this week, and hopefully get that out before the 9th. But yeah, anybody who can get over and watch Feed Me Chicken stream, please go and do it.
Also, if you're not into charity, you get to watch a man sweat his bollocks off in a chicken mask for 24 hours.
His head is going to be like
uncomfortable.
his head at the end is just going to be like a big fucking foreskin, isn't it? So
Oh, like keeping your thumb in a glass of water for a long time.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was talking to him the other night
Imagery.
with Martin, and he was saying that he's not taking prolonged breaks either. It's only very short breaks to have a bit of a snack and a bit of a drink and whatever you need for the toilet and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
When he says snack, it better be from a KFC bucket.
I tell you what though, Rob, when he did his 24-hour challenge, that was like a true 24-hour. I don't think he stepped away for more than like 10 minutes, did he?
No,
Yeah, I've got a mate
just
that does it as well. He does it on Twitch all the time for different charities, and I don't know how he does it. Like, he doesn't stop to eat or nothing. He has about 2 pisses in the whole time. I'm like, this is just ridiculous.
He probably doesn't drink beer, to be fair. That might help.
Yeah, I get about 3 hours in and be like, fucked. Pass out.
And then we know another certain YouTuber who did a 24-hour challenge just after, and he kept going, I'm going to have a 2-hour break now. And then he ended up only doing a 16-hour stream. It's like, after having all them breaks, it's like...
And he only played one game, wasn't it?
It's like you've kind of failed on that one.
It'd be epic, though, if it was one game of Tetris.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Maybe we should do a group pod and just have like 2 hours each.
I mean, you could do that. Pass the baton on.
Yeah.
It's difficult to organise those things, though. Unless you've got people around it that are going to do it, it's difficult to organise because life gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it?
I mean, the thing is, if you had 4-hour blocks, you only need 6 people. That's makes it a bit more doable.
Yeah. We should do it for our games we've picked.
Rob's been thinking about doing another 24 challenge, but a bit different.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Next time, let's do a picking for a 24-hour challenge where we pass the baton on. No excuses then, isn't it?
No. Just have to pick a day when we're all free. And we can actually play the games.
We all work different shift patterns, so that makes it easy.
Me and Eddie could do the night shift.
I work Monday to Friday. I'm fine.
I work Tuesday to Saturday.
But if anyone chooses a Virtual Boy game, I don't know how I'm going to play that on stream.
Yeah.
I might look a bit strange.
If anybody chooses a virtual play, I'm going to play that full stop.
I'm glad you never picked the Saturn game off my shelf.
What?
Because I ain't got a Saturn.
Well, that just means that you have to buy a Saturn, though. So that's a good thing.
Yep.
Everyone needs a Sega Saturn in their life.
I'm sure Si was in earlier, but he's come back.
Yeah, he wasn't earlier.
Yeah.
I've largely lost I always feel bad that my Saturn is like one of my least played consoles. But then again, I only play like PAL games on it, so
only pay 50p.
That
for
might be my
Saturday,
problem.
If I play retro, it's mainly Saturn on PlayStation 1 at the moment. And Mega Drive. Actually, no, I do play a bit. I do play a bit.
And now I've worked out that the PlayStation 3 can play PlayStation 1 games, because that's how much of a PlayStation gamer I was.
Except from Ape Escape.
But
Yeah, doesn't play Ape Escape.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to play a bit more of the PlayStation 1 stuff now. I was playing Blood Omen earlier, surprisingly, PlayStation 1 game. Yeah, I'm going to get through all the PS1 games. I've been looking at Vagrant Story recently just to have a playthrough and see what that's like.
I really didn't enjoy it, to be honest. I wanted to like it, but it's a bit strange.
I didn't get that far through it. All I was thinking was like, this is pretty impressive looking for a PS1 game. And other than that, that's all I thought about it.
Yeah, it was. I like the idea of it all and stuff like that, but then like I've just got frustrated by it by a few hours in, because you have like damage stats for everyone's like body parts.
Yeah.
So it kind of like annoys me a little bit.
I have noticed that I've got a few horse riding games on PlayStation 1 as well, which I probably will play a bit of.
If you have a shift in them.
Just to get into this horse racing stuff that you guys play.
Ross, you need to get like a little dollhouse stable and then like all your horse games inside it.
I'm starting to think I should go for a full set of just horse games over everything.
I've actually got quite a big pile of horse games. I'm trying to build up enough of them to do a pickups video just on horse games.
I'm still thinking we should do a YouTuber's like big documentary on like why we're addicted to horse games. It's gotta happen.
It is weird because like a lot of us collectors are all in our middle ages, but we all love like horse games, Barbie games, like all games basically designed for girls. And it's like we get generally happy when we pick them up. I don't know why. Is it like supposed
so rare?
I don't know why I keep playing them. Like it's one of those things you should put on for like 10 minutes and never go back to.
So I was asking who's up for Bongo Fighter. I assume that is a somebody to go on his videos with him, because he was on with his mate the other day, wasn't he? I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but
I've got enough sets of bongos around I could practice, but I'd have to get there.
I have a set of bongos. I've not used them yet, but I have a set.
Where are mine? Oh yeah, they're mine right there.
I think I have a spare set of bongos in the Donkey Kong like backpack, which has a space for bongos downstairs.
Donkey Kong sitting on top of them.
Although he might not be up to it yet because his dog's farted and it stinks.
I honestly think my dog leaks 24/7, so I'll get used to it.
Oh no, Essex Retro Gamer don't like the boxes for Sega Saturn games. I love Sega Saturn boxes. They are so cool. It's like I think it's because I love Nintendo cardboard, and it's like I understand why people hate them, but if you get a nice, good condition Sega Saturn box, there's nothing nicer. It's just I just love it. That form factor was brilliant.
I detest them. The discs never stay in, and they're always falling to bits.
Yeah, I've only got 5, and I've had to repair 4 of the boxes on them.
So Sega should have stayed with like Mega Drive style, because they had the Saturn that fucking disintegrate. Then there's the Dreamcast that just look at it and it shatters. It's ridiculous.
I should get a Saturn because I've actually got some really good Saturn titles. So.
Yeah, I mean you've got Darius, which is a really good game.
Yeah,
but it's not just that. I've got so there's this, which is in one style of case. Then there's the proper Saturn style case, and then there's this style case.
That's the EA one, isn't it?
Mega Drive one.
So maybe they just picked one and stuck with it.
Well, no, because they started with the paper ones, didn't they? The cardboard ones, and then I think they realised they're not very good for making for long times. EA had their own idea. They just like to flip Sega over. They don't do anything like uniform. So that's why they had their own cases, and I think that's kind of what sparked him into making them like slim style ones, like your Exhumed. Yeah, I mean, if you want to trade that Exhumed for anything, I mean, just hit me up.
I'm thinking maybe my Saturn like experience isn't as good as it could be. I've only got like 12 games, and they're not the best games.
Maybe I should pick Saturn for you to play rather than Wii U.
Could have, but I don't know. To be honest, there's only one there I haven't played that I really want to play, which is Bug.
Well, actually, Sega, I don't know what you mean. Sega Saturn games come in the best boxes. Look at that, double cases. Look at that, they're beautiful.
The Japanese ones were
Can't beat double case boxes.
The CD boxes. It's where Eddie has them all It's where Eddie has them all facing forward, and all of a sudden turns around them all on the floor.
To be fair, I don't really like the dual case because it just makes it's just the same as everything else. That's why I don't like the modern cases, because they're indistinguishable to Blu-rays and DVDs. I like how back in the day consoles had their you could tell a Mega Drive game, a Super Nintendo game, just by the box. I mean, you can a little bit with the 360, but that's only because it's a color rather than a shape.
You definitely can with the Xbox One though. There's nothing else that's that weird square shape.
But like GameCube in Japan, you could tell what a GameCube game was because that was a very unique dual case, and like the Vita as well, and the Switch, all very unique cases, and that's what I don't like about like modern gaming, because it's all the same, especially PlayStation 5 and like the Series X, whatever you want to call it. They're just like the same as like the last year, except they've got a different color head in.
I still think the Vita's some of the coolest cases. I like it. Yeah. It's like just, I don't know. It's like you're taking a full-size console game and just shrank it. I love it.
I hated it to start with, but when I started getting a few on the shelf, I was like, yeah, it's like a baby little like console collection.
It's awesome.
I quite like the Dreamcast case, but they're brittle as hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's what makes collecting cool, because yes, a lot of them are fucked and everything like that, but getting a nice collection of like good case games, you can't beat them.
Is it Pixel Heart that have started selling replacement Dreamcast cases? Someone started doing it.
Yeah, but they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
But they are exactly the same.
Yeah. No, it's just because they were hard to get, weren't they, for ages? There's only so many copies of Choo Choo Rocket you can buy.
Exactly, yeah. Or Planet Ring was the other one.
Planet Ring. Oh, that's like quite hard to get now. I don't think there's any copies left.
That's because everyone used them for the fucking cases. That's why.
My Planet Ring's in a fucking thin CD case.
Yeah, I do get what Eddie's saying about cases not being distinguishable from Blu-ray DVD cases.
Because I'm glad we didn't go the American route for the PlayStation 1 and the Sega Saturn and Dreamcast. Yeah. All of them just in dual cases that are just like a CD.
I like that just for space. Only reason.
Yeah,
I like I find the PAL like PS1 slim cases. I like them. I don't know why.
What time do you call this, Scott?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than diving into a box of DVDs and seeing a green spine or a white case and thinking, oh, it's a Wii game or a 360.
No, it's
and pulling out Shrek or Burn After Reading. You just want to cry because it's the usual type DVDs.
You sound like a man who's been burnt before.
Every box I look in, it's always a DVD.
Oh,
so many copies of Shrek.
Yeah, the green ones are always Shrek, and the white ones I normally find are like Peppa Pig or something.
Yeah.
So you go,
I think a few Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ones in green cases. Or the Hulk. You get the Hulk a lot in green cases.
Yeah,
that's why I
like
I do like the Blu-ray cases, like for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, because they are very. I don't know. I know the 360 is unique with the green, but I don't know. There's something about the blue and the clear cases.
Yeah, and with the
But I wish
PS4,
they could change the form factor a little bit, like make them a little bit wider or something like that, or make them a bit thinner. Just so it's not, so it changes it up a little bit.
I don't know. If they're trying to phase out physical stuff, they don't really put much thought into it, do they?
These are pretty cool cases. I know it's not for everybody, but they are pretty cool little clamshell cases.
I've still never seen an Evercade game in real life.
Rob's hopefully going to be sorting me out next week, or this week even.
Awesome.
Really looking forward to getting that.
I'm a bit biased with it. It's good. I like it. It's introduced me to a lot of stuff that I would never have touched. So I have no affinity for Atari. I have no, there's a lot of older games that I would never even bother playing. And it's just opened those games up to me because I would never go out and buy an Atari. I can buy that cartridge. It's got 20 games on it for the Atari and play through them and stuff.
I was just saying, talking of cases, some of the coolest. These are actually some of the coolest cases. I love the Neo Geo Pocket like clamshell kind of ones.
Yeah, I like the American cases as well.
With a little tab.
These are much better than ours.
Yeah, they're thinner. You get more on the shelf.
I just think I like the black rather than the white clear or white case that they have as well.
What's that, American ones?
Yeah.
Some of them, not all of them, but some of them are that weird tab thing that closes them as well, don't they? I've seen that one. A bit like some of the American DS games have a tab like that on them to pull out.
Oh, yeah, like the GameCube games. They're the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's cool. It makes them different. It like you can't mistake them for it.
It helps you looking for a GameCube game because when you look, obviously GameCube's written on the bottom of the American ones. Whereas our GameCube, the GameCube's written at the top of the spine. So that's an easy one to spot.
What was that? Was that
the GameCube?
No, the one Ross had pulled out. Was it 3 tracks or the other one?
I can't remember. I got it really cheap somewhere. It's Phantom Hourglass.
Phantom Hourglass, yeah. I really didn't like the DS controls.
Yeah, I don't like touchscreen controls on most things. They annoy me.
It's a shame.
Unless you play Tearaway on the Vita, then the controls on that are amazing. Just because it's so random.
I would like to play the PlayStation 4 one just to see how different it is because
it's not that different.
Yeah, but you're taking the best bit of the controls. Like it's weird. Yeah, like you say, like usually people hate touch, but this actually really like tapping the bottom of it.
Yeah, pushing your finger through it was the coolest thing on that. But yeah, no, it's kind of the same. But you push your finger into stuff with like the touch control, the touchpad on the PS4. It works really well.
So I've just seen Tony's live and it's Car Crash TV apparently.
Well, we'll have to do a stream bomb in a second.
Yeah.
Or go over again.
Rock up on a stream again.
Not another one.
Stream raid.
I need to go and get another beer, so if we want to end it, we can go and jump on Tony's stream. I don't mind. It's been fun. We've got a game to buy and a game to play. We'll have a chat about when we want to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
Good fun.
I think there's not going to be any forfeits for this one. I think everyone's got some good choices.
Yeah,
there's nothing here you're not going to want to play, really, apart from Al, who doesn't like his game.
Yeah. I'll play it, though, because it is a racing game, so I just need a bit of practice on it. I kept it in. I didn't actually finish the race last time I played it because I hit a wall, and if you hit a wall too many times, you die on this one.
You love racing games now, anyway, Al.
Yeah, but my tactic was you have to use the wall to, like, help you out.
That's not how you play racing games, Al.
But I think Jim probably got the best pick. Even though I got Banjo-Kazooie, I still think Jim had the best pick out of the games to play, in my opinion.
See, I'm with you. I think yours is the best game. I love Banjo-Kazooie. It's such a fantastic game.
I love
think-
it.
Honest, I'm jealous you've got sleeping dogs. I've got it on the PS3. I haven't done the trophies on it. I might have to do that at some point. I love
Yeah,
it.
Sleeping Dogs is one I want to pick up on the PlayStation 4 in a nice little slipcase.
Yeah, I've got the fat ass definitive version that comes. Well, it's not. It's like slightly taller than all the other ones, and it annoys me because it doesn't fit properly in my shelf.
I've got it for Xbox.
Yeah, it's slightly taller in a cardboard case, isn't it?
I haven't got it on the PS3, so hopefully I've got it on the Xbox.
Yeah, I think we've all done all right. We've all got games that we'll play rather than actually having to have a forfeit in this one.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get another fucking Rain World because that's one of the worst games I've played in a long time.
But what I'll do
Yeah,
is
but at least you got you playing it though, because
It did.
it wasn't a cheap game to have got.
Yeah, I shouldn't have unsealed that.
I'll correct my contact in the group, and I'll add you in. I'll keep James in there as well, and we'll have a chat and see if we want to get other people involved and see if anybody else wants to come up and play these games. Doesn't always have to be us. Doesn't have to be me hosting. Doesn't have to be anybody else hosting. Just switch it up, see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens. It's the best thing to do with it.
But all credit to Al and Eddie for the idea, and thanks to Al and Eddie for suggesting that somebody other than them host it as well. But yeah, we'll go and invade Tony's stream. I'm going to go and get another beer.
Yeah, grab a
To everybody
beverage,
in the comments,
join the chat.
Yeah, we'll talk to you all later.
Catch you all in a bit.
Okay.
Don't forget, put Tony's channel on there so everyone can find him.
1 second then.
Someone probably do it. One of your mods.
Half my mods are on the stream.
Nice. And Cole's live all the way from Canada.
Oh, love him.
There he is.
But yeah, a bit late.
He's on.
What time is your time, Cole? It's a bit late.
There's Tony's stream for everybody. Please jump in. We'll talk to you all later. Thanks, guys.
Have fun.
See you later.
Bye.
Sure.